JMZ exclusive.
This next brother here, man, we've gotten closer over the past couple weeks. Not like in a tender way, like friends, you know what I mean? But he's a good friend. Yeah, you know what I mean? We just vibe well together. We got a good connection. He's gonna be on the Artie Lange podcast, January 5th. Show you saying, man.
Like, this generation isn't that bad, though. I do like the fact that this generation, I like the protesting. The protesting is making me happy, it's giving me hope. I like it. Everybody protesting together for equality. That's giving me hope for the future. It's giving me hope that hopefully in the next movie that they make that takes place in the future, it's going to be a lot more black people in it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like our projections are going up, like we're going to be around. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if y'all seen Hunger Games, but we wasn't looking too good at Hunger Games. Oh no. We were only in one sector and it was the poor sector. I was like, come on, are you serious? We poor in the future? I don't know about you, when they killed Rue, I was like, we ain't got no chance. Now they killed Rue. How we gonna not Rue? Like, everybody's trying to figure out what the problem is. Everybody wants to figure, like, what do you think the problem is? Like, well, why can't it, like, I think it's a lack of communication. That's what it is. A lack of communication between the police and the communities. So nobody's getting to know each other. Nobody trusts each other. I mean, rightfully so. We don't know each other. How can we trust each other, you know? Like, I feel like what they should do is they should put more cops back on foot patrol so that way they gotta get to know the communities again. That would help. I feel like, because if you did that, then they gotta get to know what's going on. Like, they wouldn't know about that one old lady in the community who gets off her meds and walks around naked. They would know about her. They would know about Miss Ruby. Like, look at Miss Ruby, look at her naked again. I'll be honest with you, she's not that bad though. She's not nice titties. Don't be around. You know what I mean? And then when I say that joke, people get mad like, well, what about the community? They should do something. And I agree that the community should help out. Like, I feel like everybody should just start wearing name tags. That might help. I mean, hear me out. I feel like that should happen because it is so much harder to shoot somebody in the face after you know their name. That is so fucking... You gotta be a cold person like, come here, Douglas. Like, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you meant that. You know what I mean? But the only way this works is you gotta use your real name, because nicknames ain't gonna work. You gotta use your real name on your name tag. Like Reginald, he gets home that night. Ray Ray still gets shot in the face. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even trust Ray Ray. He owes me money. I don't know if you owe me money. I feel like you do. It's sad when I said that joke, all of y'all thought about Ray Ray, you just don't fucking trust. That's the problem. Yeah, fuck Ray Ray. I don't know. These generations are weird, man. Like the older generation, they just thugs. They don't give a fuck. Like, my favorite person in the older generation this past year was Donald Sterling. Oh, he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of work, dude. He didn't care. Like he was just, he was rich before he owned the Clippers, right? Before he owned the LA Clippers, he was rich, right? He was racist. He was so racist that he bought a basketball team. That's how racist he was. He was like, I want to own some blacks on the books tonight. That's what. Give me a basketball team. That's he's a racist piece of shit. He got fired from owning the LA Clippers and made $2 billion. $2 billion. It's crazy. I remember when I got fired from Wendy's, right? Shit, y'all laugh like it just happened. We know. I seen you there yesterday, motherfucker. Who are you? Dude, I don't know, man. Like, he's a piece of shit. I don't know if he got fired because he was angry because his side bitch was bringing other dudes to his job. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost y'all with the phrase side bitch. Let me define what a side bitch is so we can get back on the same page. A side bitch, by definition, is a bitch on the side. That's what a side bitch is. And his side bitch did not look good enough to be with a billionaire, if you ask me. She looked like she could have been my side bitch. I mean, when I looked at her, I was like, did I fuck her? Like, her face looked like it was turning into another face. And then it just stopped in the middle, like, I'm good right here. That's the face of it. I don't know, man. She's fucking... It's bad, though, man. Like... They made him out to be a villain and all that shit. And I get it. He was a piece of shit. Don't get it wrong. He's a very racist piece of shit. But I don't like what she did to him. She entrapped him, man. She was recording phone conversations about nothing. That's how you knew she was setting him up, asking him weird questions and shit. I don't know, but not to be outdone. I don't. Well, hold on, I gotta kind of wrap up. I'm about to start talking about something completely different. I'm about to like settle in. I just seem like, okay, let me. I'm gonna end with this, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here with something short. So I'm just change subjects. See, I got ADD, so go with me real quick. I'm married. Okay, that's a fact. I'm married. I don't really know why I did it, to be honest with y'all. She wasn't even pregnant. I didn't have to marry this bitch, just so you know. I just loved her. But I realized something, man, and I don't understand romance at all. I don't know how it happened. Like, I was raised primarily by my dad because my mom was sick, and I had like 2 older brothers, so it was all men in the house most of the time. Not only do I not understand romance, it kind of terrifies me. Like, I want to be romantic. Do you know how bad, like I wanted to do romantic? Like, every time I go to buy wine, I end up buying tequila. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know how bad I want to just dress up like a fireman and just have my dick out? Dicks are romantic, right? They're not. Women are just looking at me like dicks are not romantic. So what I do is I take romantic dick pics. That's what I do. That's fucking... You ever take a dick pic before, sir? You ever take a dick pic? You're lying. I don't believe you. I feel like if I poke around your cloud, it's going to start raining dicks. That's what's going to happen. Oh yeah, that's dick pic central right there. Alright. This is how you take a romantic dick pic, y'all. You take a picture of your dick, right? Take a picture. But when you take it, you set a candle right next to it. And you sit your balls in a glass of red wine. Like, that's how she... Alright, look, that's my time. My name's Chris Cottage. You the rest of y'all night.
That is not the image I wanted to. I got his balls in a cup of red wine in my head right now.
Right now. What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? What's going on here?
We're just hanging out. We got Max is the guy who called you there. I'm John, and Zach with his 2 wenches. We're just hanging out. Now, Chris, I just met you on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. I've been following you, and I've been listening to the Artie Quitter podcast. It's pretty freaking awesome. Is this like a huge break for you?
Yeah. We'll find out if it's a huge break. Right now, it's just a break. I don't know if the word huge is happy yet, but it's a break.
Is it the biggest break you've had so far?
Yeah, it's the biggest break thus far. I'll say that.
Now, you've been doing it for a couple of weeks. Have you gotten a bump in your pay? Are you like the headliner all the time now?
Not yet. It's going to take a little. It's going to take probably 3 to 6 months for that to really kick in, for like to start seeing like a lot of differences. My bookings are going up. My bookings have gone up slightly, but not to the point where I can not say I'm broke. Put it like that.
Right. Well, I think if you guys can maintain it, you'll be on for a good long time. You guys are great together. I like that kind of show where it's just comics sitting down together just shooting the shit. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I thoroughly enjoy coming in every day, so it's not to the point where it doesn't feel like work yet. That's why it's kind of weird when everybody's like, "Oh, you do the podcast," and I'm like. To me, it's because I'm a podcast dude. I did a lot of podcasts before. I did his podcast always with like a guest, and I had my own. So to me, it's like, just hanging out. It's the same shit I've done all the time, you know what I mean? But this time I get to actually do it, and it's a lot of fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Now, how did you and Artie hook up? Did he see you one night and ask you to open for him, or?
Well, it's a weird story, because it really has nothing to do, like, he never seen me do comedy. Like this thing that's funny is we was one day I was at the Comedy Summit in New York, and I hang out there. I hang out there a lot. I don't perform there yet. Cause I'm not past performing there yet. I perform like everywhere else, but I don't perform there yet. But I was just hanging out because I got me and all my friends, comic friends mostly. We was all hanging out there. And we always do it. Like me, a few of my friends were kind of my peers started with me from Philadelphia that all moved to New York together. Plus, like a few guys that's just been in New York. Keith Robinson being one of the main ones. We was all just hanging out. We all just clown each other the same way we do on the podcast. Except it's probably 20 times more intense because it's primarily all black guys. So we shit on each other, movie style. It gets ugly. But just like one night, Artie was there. He was just there hanging out. And he walked in while we were shitting on each other, and he just kind of was spectating. This is like 2 years ago almost. He just kind of spectating. But he was just laughing, and we were just shitting on each other. It went on for almost 3 hours. 3 hours straight. Then we was outside and hanging out, and Artie, he was just hanging out. He was like, yeah, I want to play some pool, so we wouldn't play pool. And then he asked all of us to come in and do his direct TV show. So we all came in and did that, and then I kept coming back and being a regular on that show. I was becoming a regular on that show, and of course that show was canceled. And then after that, Artie asked me to come do a few gigs with him, and now we're here. You know what I mean? It kind of just happened from one night of just us shooting the shit.
And you guys record the podcast right in his home, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I saw the pictures of his view while you're recording.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
And you were there for Super Bowl. How was that?
Oh, it was fun, man. It was weird because the last few Super Bowls, especially the one when the Niners were playing, I was pretty drunk and everything else. When the Niners were playing, I was pretty everything because I was going through it. Because at first I actually wasn't drinking that much on the night. Because as I know, if you listen to the podcast, let me clear this up for people who don't know. I'm a huge 49ers fan. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a huge 49ers fan. So the year when they lost, I was pretty drunk. And then the next year, I was drinking a little bit. This year, I pretty much had very little to drink. And I ate a shitload. But that was actually one of the funnest Super Bowls. Second funnest than the one when the Niners were in a few years back. Because, it was fun. There's no other way to put it. It was fun as hell. We just got to talk about the game and the commercials, and it wasn't me doing anything out of the ordinary. It's just actually recorded it and people can hear the nonsense I say during the game. Because that's exactly how I watch the game. As y'all heard, is how I watch it, always. I comment on everything. I'm loud, and it's fucking fun.
So you were born in Philly, but why are you a 49ers fan?
Because Steve Young is probably the best quarterback I've seen this time. So
what about Joe Montana?
He was at the end of I was born in '87.
Right.
Montana was gone. He was on his way out by the time I started.
Yeah, you're a youngster. I'm a little bit older than you. Yeah. So yeah.
So I love Montana. Now don't get me wrong. Montana is great. He's spectacular. He's a great quarterback. One of the best, if not the best. But for me, I'm a Steve Young fan. I love Steve Young. I'm not a bandwagon guy.
No, I get it. That was your time. You grew up. That was your man. I get it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
If I had to pick, and with that, if I had to pick, knowing Montana and Steve Young, I still wouldn't feel bad picking Steve Young. Most people would be like, well, Montana's better. He is better, but it's kind of like they're different also. Steve Young, they both were tough. They both were tough as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I just like Steve Young. I like Steve Young.
You don't got to explain yourself. That's your man. That's cool.
Very biased. I'm very biased.
Right on. So as long as you're not Len biased. What were you going to say, John?
I was just going to ask, he's a young, 88, so how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for now, it's about to be 9 years. Cause the way I can determine how long I've been doing comedy is how long I've been married. How long I was with my wife collectively, all of was dating and everything. I've been with her for 2 years in May, so I've been doing comedy for 9. Every year after I got with her.
Wow, so that's brilliant. So you trapped her, and then you quit whatever job you had and got into comedy. That's absolutely brilliant.
Well, the thing is, I was going to do comedy the second I turned old enough to get into the clubs. So she knew. She already knew the year before I wasn't doing it. When we were just talking on the phone, I would tell her I'm going to be a comedian. So I was warning her from day one. There was never a moment where she was in the dark, and I just kind of I didn't quit it like a Wall Street job to make nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I was always told her I'm going to be broke until I make a shitload of money doing comedy. That's the plan.
That's a confident guy. That's probably what she liked. She was like, that's a confident guy.
You gotta have that confidence to be able to go into something like comedy. It's the hardest job in the world.
Because she hates it. Yeah. There's days when she just doesn't want to look at me, and I have it. It's not a. It's just it's fun. It's fun. But this is how I explain marriage to people. Marriage is just marriage is easy until it's not easy.
Ah, you know what? We have one of your things about marriage. You want us to play it?
You can play it. Go ahead. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, you can play it.
You want to go there, John, or should we wait?
Go for it. It's funny.
All right.
You can find Chris on Twitter at Cotton215, and he's also on Facebook, Chris Cotton. And the ArtieQuitter.com is where you get the podcast. It's only like $7 a month.
But I love my wife to death. I love her most times. I love my wife. And it's just every now and then, I don't know, man. You just want to... Shit, my friend also asked me this question. He said, Chris, look, hear me out. You get one free punch to the face, right? If you can punch your wife in the face one time free, right? And he was like, no, you only get one, too, because he had to keep reiterating that, because one freebie, like, only one, right? You get one freebie, but at any time after you punch her in the face, you can take it back to the moment right before you punched her. She won't know about it, but you get to keep the memory. Would you do it? Yes, I would do it. I'll put you clean in the face. One freebie? What? We'll be sitting there arguing, Chris, shut up. Pow, right to the face, right? Then I'm going to wait a few minutes till the cops come. I'm going to fight a few cops. Then right before they tase me, I'm going to take it all back. Oh, fuck that. I'm going to take it a few steps further. That's what we're going to be. Chris, shut up. Pow, right to the face, right? Then I'm going to call her mom and tell her to come over, right? As soon as she walk in the door, pow, right to the face. So why did you do this, Chris? Because, bitch, this is a real job, okay? I get paid to tell jokes. What kid? No. So what else got health insurance? Bitch, half of America ain't got health insurance. That's why we elected Obama. Because he thought it was going to be like the Santa Claus of the health insurance. Huh? No, I don't know shit about politics, right? Because for some reason her dad is there and I'm going to punch him in the face. Pow, right? No, he cool as shit. I don't know why I punched your dad, to be honest with you. But he saw me in there punching everybody else. He not exempt. I don't give a fuck right now, you know? He should have got up and left. He saw what I was doing. A loose cannon, you know? Then I'm going to run out the house and I'm going to kick a kid right off his bike. Taking this shit back. Why not kick a kid? You know, use it up. Then I'm going to steal his bike and I'm going to ride around the neighborhood till I find somebody one of those little ass dogs. Then I'm going to pick up the dog and I'm going to rub it. Then I'm going to roof it because I hate those little ass dogs. They annoy the shit out of me. And then after that, I'm going to stand in the middle of the street and I'm going to stop traffic and say a cool ass movie quote because I always wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, King Kong ain't got shit on me. That's a good quote. It's Denzel, right? And then I'm going to take it all back right after I do it. So next time we be arguing, she's like, Chris, I hate you so much. I'm like, bitch, you don't know what I already did to you. If I can catch a dog, I'm fucking a dog. That's exactly what I would do.
Awesome.
I love that that's what you would do, you know, if you had the ability to take it all back. That's fantastic. You really went the full Monty.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite jokes. I barely do it anymore. It's one of my favorite fucking jokes. That joke was created one day after an argument. Of course, with my wife. I just was thinking if I could. And okay, the setup to that joke is one of my friends asked me if I could take when I punched my wife in the face. That's a true story. Is that one of my friends asked me that, and I was like, fuck yeah. And he was like, Jesus Christ. Everything I said in that joke was absolutely the truth, including the scenario that I painted. I just started rambling off shit one day, and I just did it on stage like the next day because I was like just arguing with my wife, and I thought of that moment. And like a few days later, I did it on stage, and it was fun. That's one of my favorite jokes. I haven't told it in a while.
Your wife probably don't like that one too much, does she?
Believe it or not, my wife is weird because she loves that joke because she gets it. This is like,
That's why you married. That's why you married. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
I write jokes about it. Some stuff my wife, most of the time, I told her that joke before anybody heard it. I do respect my wife enough to clear certain jokes with her, because I just don't like certain jokes about her, because especially that one. That was pretty aggressive, because about me whipping her ass and the joke. But she don't care. She like it. She laughs. She's like, yeah, it's funny. Like, cool. If she didn't laugh at something, I would switch. If something was too aggressive, I would take it out, swap it around. But if nobody else, who I ever asks a question if they like a joke or not, I really don't care. Other than my wife, I got to deal with her pretty much every day. So I got to clear shit with her every now and then.
Nothing to be done about it. Nothing to be done about it.
So is there like a regular club in Philadelphia that you play in?
I used to play the Laugh House, which closed, and then I was working Helium pretty consistently, Helium Comedy Club. But to be honest with you, I haven't been in Philadelphia like really doing any shows in almost 6 months to a year almost. Like every now and then I might come back and do like a one-nighter if somebody calls me real quick, and I might come in, do the show, and I'll come right back to New York.
So you're living in New York now?
Yeah, but I haven't worked a club in Philadelphia in a while. I haven't been booked here in a while because I've been working out here so much.
Right. And do you have anything coming up that you want to tell our people about? We have people in New York and Philadelphia listening.
Well, in New York, listen, I'll be at tomorrow night, which is Friday. I'll be in upstate New York at Memphis Maze, I think like barbecue shack or something like that. It's like a little bar show. And then Saturday night, I'll be at Latin Devil Comedy Club for the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock show. And Sunday night, I'll be at LOL Comedy Club. So that's this week. Next week,
and what about the podcast? How often are you guys doing that?
Hello?
Hi, sorry. I guess you didn't hear me. How often do you guys do the podcast?
The podcast, we do it Monday through Thursday. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even promote that. The podcast, the Artie Quitter podcast is Monday through Thursday. I think it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, depending on how much we start talking. But on average, about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. We record Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday we do Artie's Cutlets, which is like kind of the best of the week. But check it out. It's a great podcast. Please subscribe on artiequitter.com. It's a great podcast. It seems like $8 a month or $7 a month, or like $82 for the year. So it's best if you get the year. You save money. I'm cheap, so I did the math. You save the money, get the year, and you get four. It's like a radio show. You might think it's a pod, but it's just like a radio show. You get four episodes a week, which most podcasts usually only do one a week. So it's worth the money. And plus, every episode is pretty much different. If you're a listener, every episode is different because you never know what anybody's thinking or feeling that day. So we kind of really go off emotions a lot of the time. So if Artie's not into it, you might get a heavy dose of me. If I'm not into it and Artie's not into it, you might get a heavy dose of Matt Reese stories. So whatever it is that we feeling, we all kind of just go for it.
Well, I think you guys mix really well. It's a really funny show. And I'm a subscriber. I suggest everybody out there get out there and subscribe.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you. Well, cool. Yeah. So right now I gotta get out of here because I gotta get dressed. I gotta go tell some jokes soon. I'm hanging out in my apartment. I want to do this interview. I want to be outside. The streets make a lot of noise.
Well, man, we appreciate it very much, man. Really do. And thank you so much for talking with us and taking time out of your schedule. And make sure you follow this guy on Twitter.
At Cotton215. Yeah, I always picture on the podcast. At Cotton215 on Twitter and on Instagram and all that. So everything is at Cotton215 pretty much. So.
And on the Artie Lange podcast at Artie Quitter, check it out. $6.95 a month.
Also, Chris, I threw up a couple Artie magic tricks.
I hope y'all get soon, man.
Definitely you will. Thank you so much, Mr. Cotton, and thank you so much for hanging out with us.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, thank you.
All right.
That
guy's
an interesting guy, funny guy.
Super
that
funny.
shit with his wife was so fucking funny. Oh my god! When he's like, I would do all that. Like, if he's like, hell yeah, I punch her in the face. Like,
then I'd call her mother. That's the best
and then I punch her in the face. Yeah, I love when he said, "Yes, I do have a real job. It's telling jokes. I get paid for that." Like, that's just fucking the best.
Obama's the Santa Claus of healthcare.
That's why they elected him. He's the Santa Claus of healthcare.
And his dad should have left. He saw what I was doing. Why didn't he fucking leave? He saw I was knocking everybody out. What the fuck's he still doing here? That's fucking cracking me up, dude. That guy's fucking hilarious.
I liked, I'll poke around in your cloud and I bet it starts raining dicks.
Oh, I love it. Guy's
Romantic
hilarious.
Dick pigs. We gotta start that hashtag.
Romantic
You got a pretty
dick
penis.
pics.
Set one up for us tonight, ladies.
There you go.